y'all ruined Black Panther for me. Just so we're clear, you guys completely took the wind out of the sails of that movie for me. After Civil War and the complete badass T'Challa was, I was like, yes, let's get this in, let's get it going. But then the trailers came out, and that you could tell that fight between him and my man in the cheetah costume, you could tell that was like the final battle. And I was looking at that scene like, ew, that looks kind of gross. And then and then the internet happened, and Wakanda, just like it really, it was bad. It was terrible. And then you had all these people, and it made $1 billion. Like how? Like why? Like, oh, because it's black people. Like so? Like so? That doesn't replace from the fact that it breaks the continuity, and it's just, and he's like, a bit of a bitch. And throughout the whole flick. And I know that the content that they had to take from this character was so much more visceral and could have been done without that whole Disney lens of cleanliness. But golly, nah, it's trash. That movie was trash. I'm tired of everybody pretending like, oh yeah, this was the greatest movie ever made. No, it wasn't. And but yeah, anyways, we have this article coming to us from Forbes. U.S. government lists Black Panther's Wakanda as trading partner. You got them up there with their Wakanda Forever signs. Just it was so trash. It really was. I like, they were so, when it comes to that material and that content, not just Black Panther, but really the entirety of the MCU from what it started out. Because it's like in the first Iron Man, right? Tony Stark was getting laid. He was gambling, getting laid. It was more of an adult theme. They were going for the adult audience. But then Disney came along, was like, oh, how are you doing there? Oh, I'm gonna come and give you some money. And we're gonna just take this whole thing over. And now it's for kids. So it's like, knowing what this could have been and seeing what it's become is a bit heartbreaking. But whatever. Let me read this, because this is all, like, this part is all based around the this was an anomaly. The top line: the fictional country of Wakanda, the home of Marvel superhero Black Panther, has been taken off the U.S. Department of Agriculture website, where until Wednesday it was listed as a free trade partner of the United States. Despite not existing, the department's online tariff tracker listed hundreds of data entries that seemingly describe the trade relationship Wakanda had with the United States. Wakanda exports to the U.S. apparently included fresh vegetables, unroasted coffee beans, essential oils, and livestock. I wonder, was there any vibranium in those essential oils? According to USDA spokesperson Mike Illenberg, the staff who ran the tracker used test files to make sure the system was working and then forgot to delete the entries. The Wakanda information should have been removed after testing and has now been taken down, Illenberg said. I have absolutely no doubt about it. I'm sorry to rant on the whole thing because it's so infuriating, but they really, like, Kevin Feige and Jon Favreau, when they start, the sensibilities were different when they started. So it was like, yeah, this like, Iron Man was for adults. It was a very adult movie. Yeah, there's no titties and stuff like that. Tony had a stripper pole. He had them hoes out there, and yet for some strange reason, now that is transformed. Like it's created this really weird space where it's for, like, okay, little guy, you can have it, but no more interest in shit. So, oh, man. But either ways, let's get more into this. Key background: Wakanda was first introduced to audiences in the Fantastic Four comic book in 1966. In 2018, the fictional East African country was back in the spotlight when superhero Black Panther got its own Marvel movie that went on to win 3 Academy Awards. How? Why? You know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, these folks, like the people who really run this shit, like they know what they want to do. They know how they can placate the masses, and this is how they do it, man. Like that's why I think that's a big part of the reason it turned me off so much, is because it was just like everybody and their mother sitting there screaming about Black Panther makes it not cool. Like the deal is that there are certain people, and I'm not talking. Just trust me, this is black, white, green, blue, purple. It really doesn't matter. There's just this certain swag, right, of people who when they start talking about how good or how dope something is, it's just nah. Like nah, now you know there's some extra nonsense bullshit behind it. I'm at a political event. They're talking about Wakanda, and I'm just like, oh, nigga, nah, stop it, cut it out. But that's, I mean, in a urban setting, right? That's exactly the type of stuff that they use to distract and to, mislead, misguide, and misdirect. Twitter used France saying the first notice USDA kinda entry on okay. So Francis saying, thank you so much for your contribution. This is rather interesting. And Lupita Nyong'o's still bad. Like seriously, I don't think what's that's Danaya Guerrera. Was that the same one that was in Civil War? Because the one in Civil War was supposed to go to like a DC movie, if memory serves me correctly. But I'm telling you, like, he was so dope. He was a badass in Civil War. Like, bro, was smooth. Loved it. And then, I'm like, oh, don't freeze. Oh, God. How do y'all like that shit? Anyways, guys, that's it. I found this interesting. I came across, this hit the timeline. I came across it. And it's like, oh man, I could talk about this for a few minutes. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like to toss a like, dislike, go ahead and do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day, share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here. Bang the bell for notifications because, if you subbed, why not? And speak. Let me know. What do you think in the comments? Like, this was honestly just like they use an example. Like, that's the thing. People do stuff like that all the time. Like, put examples out there, and some folks are just lazy. This is more born out of apathy than any type of scheme. Because where I got this from, the person was like, "Oh, Trump is shot." Like, bruh, like he literally had nothing to do with it. Like, what are you talking? But that's the world that we live in right now. So, with that being said, until the next one. Let me know what you think too.